Hi, welcome to Boardscape. I'm Aaron, and today we're going to take a look at the new Everdell expansions and the complete collection. So, first I'm going to give a basic rundown of the campaign, then I'm going to give you 2 reasons I think you should back this, and 1 that I think that you should not back this. So as you can see, this is almost $1 million in at the end of the first day. It's a 15-day campaign. There's 7,300 backers. People have been waiting for this, clamoring for it. Everdell has been popular for years, and this is going to be the final hurrah. The final expansions and the complete collection. Last time that it's supposed to be on Kickstarter, and we've reached 1 million. Look at that, in one day. Not unexpected with as much wait as people have been having for this. So, let's go ahead and take a look at this. First, we're going to have 2 expansions, Newleaf and Mistwood. Now, Newleaf is going to be a train station sort of expansion, and Mistwood is going to add the Night Weaver with plots and plans. We'll get more into those in just a few minutes. Newleaf, you're able to pick this up for $30. Not bad. One thing of note is going to be that both Newleaf and Mistweaver seem to be following Belfair, in that there is not a collector's edition, just one edition across the board. Again, not surprising, given that it seems like Starling Games is over trying to deal with the collector's edition versus the retail edition, the upgrade packs, all of that. So Newleaf, this is the only version that you can get. You either get it now or you get it later. You're going to get the same things. So Newleaf is going to add quite a few things. I'm not going to give an overview of Everdell. If you don't know what Everdell is, go ahead and check it out in some other videos. But basically it's going to be... I said I'm not going to give an overview, but here's a brief statement. Everdell is going to be a tableau building game with some worker placement, and it's going to be a game of exponential returns. So it's played over 4 seasons, and over each season you can watch as you progress and are able to do more and more and more. If you've played Lost Ruins of Arnak, it's a similar concept where at the beginning you're not doing anything. In fact, your first turn or your first season might just take a couple minutes. And then by the time you reach the 5th season, yeah, that's great. The 4th season, you're doing all sorts of crap, like just laying down cards left and right, gathering all sorts of resources. It's fun to watch as your tableau builds. You can have 15 cards that you lay down between creatures called critters and buildings and other mechanisms called constructions. And so overall, you're gathering resources, playing cards, building up your tableau, trying to do the best that you can and beat out your opponents. So, that's a basic overview of Everdell. Now, what are you getting in Newleaf? You've been staring at the screen for a minute, and you've probably seen that we get 4 new worker meeples. The bats, the cats, the bees, and the snails. Along with all their corresponding things. The frogs that go with the Pearlbrook expansion, and their asymmetrical powers. I love these. That's probably my favorite part of Everdell, is having these asymmetrical powers that were introduced in Belfair, where now every time you play is going to be different because you have a special ability that nobody else has. And so we're going to see that we're adding quite a bit here. On top of that, we're going to have 59 new cards. Now most of these are going to be set on the side here next to the train. And this is going to be a special spot, a special board, where you can only pick up 3 of these, if I understand correctly. Or maybe you can pick up more, but let me scroll down here. It comes with these special golden occupied tokens. And the thing about these tokens is you can only have 3 of those in your tableau. So you're going to be picking new cards from here, and this is, as far as I understand, where these new golden things are going to be. So It's going to be a pick and choose, right? Do I want to go for that, or do I want to wait and see what comes out later? I can only have 3 of these within my 15 cards. Is it worth going for now, or should I wait for later? Then you have your train, which is going to have resources strewn throughout, and visitor cards. The visitors are going to be over here. You can see their cards here. These are going to be a special location where you can, another way to score some victory points. You build up the town that people want to visit, and they'll come see you. Such as this Quinn Clean Whisker. She is looking for at least 6 critters and 6 constructions in your city. If you do that, then she is willing to come visit your city, and you get 6 victory points for it. So, the visitors are going to be an extra way to score victory points. Then you're going to have all the basic stuff that you expect in an Everdell expansion. New special event cards, forest locations, train tickets, train tiles, which are going to be used to change up some of the way that you deploy your workers. 18 train car tiles. As I said, you can see that they have some resources in them. And so that's going to be an interesting mechanic, another way to get some resources. Basic tiles, those golden occupied tiles, 26 point tokens. It appears as though maybe those are corresponding with the visitors. It's possible that all of them give you 6. That's just a hunch. 6 reservation tokens, which I believe are used with your train tickets. If I'm wrong on that and you know, go ahead and correct me, but that's the vibe that I got. And of course, over the next 15 days, we will be receiving more information and more to be revealed in what's in this expansion. So, as a main expansion, a big expansion for Everdell, this is completing the cycle. The 4 areas around it, everything that... There's nowhere else to put a small board around Everdell, which we will see later on. So Mistwood. Mistwood is going to almost be focused on the solo and 2-player experience, which is interesting, because that's primarily where I play. I play solo a lot. Rugwort is tired out, and so I'm excited for this Mistwood to change it up a bit. I play 2-player with my wife all the time, so to be able to implement something that maybe implements doesn't directly correspond with playing a 3rd player, but something that is changing up the game for the 2-player experience. Again, exciting, especially in times of COVID, where a whole bunch of people have been playing together. So Mistwood is going to also include 4 new worker meeples: the stoats, the pigs, the butterflies, and the spiders. And everything else that you would expect. It also comes with a giant, or a big critter meeple, the Nightweave, along with her layers, her 2 boards, and her mini spiders. Or maybe those aren't her mini spiders, but those are the spiders that you can play as up here, my bad. But everything that you need for this expansion right here. It's also going to come with more legends that you can play. The Corrin Evertail cards, which are 5 Corrin cards that are special. Somebody recently had, maybe Game Boy Geek or something like that, recently had one of these as a promo, I believe, on his channel. They're also going to add 8 new farm cards with the Through Every Season pack. And so this is going to give you farms that do different things, which, if you play Everdell, you know how important farms can be. And so to have a variety, to have different ones even more, is going to be very interesting to see how this plays out, what it looks like. I'm not sure if your farm is changing every season along with the seasons. So if you're within winter, you have the winter farm. If you're in fall, you have the fall farm. Or if these are all just intermingled and just drawn whenever you can. I'm not really sure how that works. but then you're going to get everything that goes with the Nightweave right here. The plots, the plans, the things that are going to disrupt the town of Everdell. And as Newleaf, it also has more to be revealed. So those are the two basic overviews of the two expansions. On top of that, if you already have most things Everdell and you want a big storage box to put everything in, then for just a little bit of extra money you can get that. And it will come with a whole bunch of stuff. The storage solution, the comprehensive master rulebook. It's basically updating you to the complete collection. So the complete collection is exactly how it sounds. Everything Everdell in one box. Now, of note, everything, two notes really. Everything, the complete collection, it says, they said in an interview recently that it's going to be about the size of a Gloomhaven box. So it's not going to be a tiny diddly thing, which is expected. You have the base game and 5 expansions and extra things all within one box. It's expected to be big, but for some of you, you might like your individual boxes. So the complete collection is going to come like this. And you can see a small layout here of a rendering of what it will look like to put everything away. And there's a lot going on here. I mean, piles of cards and meeples and specially designed storage solutions. It looks perfect to me. Now, I know that there are some worries about a, what's it called? A grave box or a tombstone box. And I hope that it does not end up being the case, because this is what I'm getting. I'm going with the complete collection, and will sell what I already have to recoup some of that cost next year when this comes out. So, in the complete collection, you're going to get the wooden Evertree, which is good. I don't have it, and I've always wanted it, but didn't really want to spend the extra money. You're going to get 1+ rulebooks. They are giving you a comprehensive guide. So, instead of giving you a rulebook for every individual expansion, they're combining it all in one. An individual storage system, all 5 game boards, which, as I mentioned earlier, we can see that there is nowhere else around here to put any more expansions. They have covered the gamut. You're going to get all the meeples, all the different ones you can play as, the dice. You're going to get the metal coins. So if you have the non-collector's edition, then you have the cardboard coins, but this is a way to get the metal ones. You're going to have the upgraded and better materials here, especially the twigs. It looks as though they are the ones with the ridges and not the ones that are rolling around. And then everything else that comes with the game, right? With all of the expansions. And it is a lot, and that's why this box is so big. So, that's going to be the basic overview of that, the collector's edition. If we scroll down here, we can see that there are going to be 2 accessories that you can purchase as well. The deluxe resource vessels, which a lot of people have seen on Etsy. I believe Sterling Games has their official store, or somebody that they officially work with now. There was a big controversy about that last year, or at the end of last year, where they took all the Everdell stuff that everybody has made down, threatening to sue them, and put up their own store pretty much. Well, I don't want to personally encourage that kind of practice and think that Sterling Games was absolutely terrible for doing all of that, but I also can't pass this up. If I'm going for the collector's edition, and this is a collector's edition item that is separate. But it does specifically state that if you are buying the complete collection or the big box, then this will fit in the box. So, I'm not exactly sure how that will look, but these will fit in the box, and yeah, I'm excited to get those as well. Saving a lot of money. $25. A lot of people, I mean, that's worth $25 for sure. That's been some complaints almost about the complete edition. It's $200, which is crazy. I mean, if you bought everything Everdell, it would be $250 or more. And so a lot of people have been upset that it costs less, but I'm grateful, right? I fully expected this to be $300 and was ready to budget that. So seeing $200 in the month of March with everything else going on coming on Kickstarter, I'm happy at that $200 level. Besides that, the deluxe resource vessels, we also have the Tales from the Green Acorn, which is going to be the world and art of Everdell. So for $35, you get all sorts of lore about what's going on in Everdell. So if you want to dive into that world even more outside of just the games, then go ahead and grab this book. $35, not bad. I'm not sure if you'll be able to sell that and recoup your costs later. I don't know anything about how books work because I always pass them up. So that's going to be the Everdell campaign. We can see that we can purchase either Newleaf or Mistwood for $30. Or sorry, you can get both of them for $60. You can get Newleaf, Mistwood, and the big box for $99. Or you can get the complete collection for $200. Which a lot of people have been doing. And then the extras. So, the first person that I think should get this game, or the first person that I think should back this, is the person who is simply looking to finish out their collection. Those looking to add Newleaf and Mistwood, and possibly even the big box of things, of storage, then this is perfect. This is going to be the cheapest you will ever get it. Newleaf and Mistwood will probably be $45, $50 on average on the stores, not being a collector's edition, and they have it listed at $60. That's why I say maybe $45 or $50 on Amazon from third-party sellers or whatnot. But at $30 a piece, this is the cheapest you can get it. If you're a fan of Everdell, or you like the idea of the trains and you already have Everdell, then there's no reason not to get these right now. There's no reason to wait. Unless you just simply don't have the money right now, in which case don't ever back anything Kickstarter because you should be financially responsible. The second person, so if you just simply want to finish out your collection, then you should go ahead and back this game. The second person who should back this game is the person who wants the complete collection. The person who maybe has nothing Everdell, but is interested, get the complete collection. Maybe you have just the base game. Then you can sell that, recoup some costs, and get this complete collection. Maybe you're like me and have the base game and one expansion. This complete collection is going to be the best deal that you can possibly ever find on Everdell, and I can all but guarantee that you will be able to recoup your money if you don't like it. $200 is chump change for this. And so the amount of people who love Everdell and who will be looking for this later on will just continue to grow. So personally, I think that it's a wise investment. And like I said, if you're purchasing everything anyways, and you're just starting, now's the time to just get the complete collection. The only reason not to get the complete collection is if you like having the individual boxes on your shelf. So, I said there's one reason that you should not back this game, and that is going to be down here at the bottom, right here. Are you looking for more Everdell items? Do you want the collector's editions of the other editions? Do you want some upgrade packs or the wooden tree? Well, you can't get them here. Go to our Amazon store and pay everyday prices for them, is pretty much what they say. A lot of people have been waiting saving to get everything at once. And yes, they have the collector's edition. But if I am just looking for Spirecrest, the collector's edition, or if I'm just looking to pick up the collector's edition of Pearlbrook, or even some of these upgrade packs, history and past Everdell campaigns had shown that we could expect for these things to be add-ons here, but they are not. And there are not a lot of happy people about that, because they were expecting to be able to pick and choose what they wanted. Now, I understand why they have chosen not to go that route. They want people to get this complete pledge. They want people to go to their Amazon store and purchase things. But it has rubbed quite a few people the wrong way. So, if you have Everdell and Belfair and Spirecrest, but you were just looking for the Pearlbrook Collector's Edition plus the new things, you're going to have to get the new things now and spend the upgraded cost at the Amazon store. Now, if you've not been a part of the other campaigns, this is an issue for one main reason: the price. The Kickstarter Collector's Editions were about $40 a piece for Pearlbrook and Spirecrest. On the Amazon store, they're usually about $70, $80 a piece. The Everdell Collector's Edition box is way more money than the base game box. And so people expected, when Spirecrest and Belfair were up before, you could pick up Pearlbrook Collector's Edition for $40. There was precedence for this, and now there's not, and there's a lot of pissed off people because of it. But that should not really detract you from getting this. Everdell is by far in my top 10 favorite games. I am excited for what this has to offer and cannot wait to get my copy sometime March, so most likely the summer of 2022. So thank you for joining me. Let me know what you think about Everdell. Have you played it before? Are you going all in or just picking up the new stuff? What do you... leave a comment below letting me know, because I'm interested to see what all of you are doing. So thank you, and if you found value here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. As always, be sure to game on.